Welcome back, dear friends, to my YouTube channel, Soothing Yoga with Medina for everybody. And this particular session is for the lower back pain, for waistline pain that most of us struggle on occasion or chronically. Now, I want to make a small disclaimer that this set of asanas, this flow, is for back pain relief when it is occasional. I do recommend that you see a specialist, a doctor, or whoever is appropriate in your country for dealing with chronic back pain issues because lower back pain, because it could be a sign of different diseases and you don't want just to plaster the problem, you want to solve it. Second thing that I recommend is please do go with me through the warm up, through first breathing and then the warm up and then the sequence. And then we're going to do the cooling down part because otherwise you can injure your back even more if it is in pain. All right. So let's get straight to breathing exercises like usual. My favorite one, the Ujjayi breath. It's when you are inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose, but by constricting your throat. Let's try it. First, just get yourself in comfortable position in Sukhasana, easy pose, or maybe your legs in front of you if your knees are tricky today, or just in butterfly pose, any way you find is good for you today, just as long as your spine is straight or as straight as it can be. So close your eyes or soften your gaze, place your hands on your knees and just notice your breath first. How it goes in and out of your body. Notice your heartbeat. And now slowly inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Feeling your belly empty. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And then on the next exhale, please keep your mouth closed and constrict your throat and breathe out through your nose. Let's try this together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, constricting the throat. Starts to produce this oceanic sound that is very good for your nervous system. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, constricting throat. One last time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, constricting the throat. We will be using this breath throughout our practice to help us deepen the stretches and the twists that we're going to do. So keep yourself in the same position or whatever it feels comfortable for you, just as long as your spine is tall. On the inhale, drop your head backwards, feeling the stretch in your throat and in your neck. And on the exhale, drop it forward, tuck your chin. Inhale through the nose, dropping your head backwards. Exhale, tuck your chin in. Very slowly, we need to warm up. Inhale, go a bit deeper with your head dropping backwards. And exhale, tuck your chin a bit deeper, and you should start feeling the stretch in your neck and in the upper back, right? So we're going to continue this dynamics with the seated cat-cow. So on the inhale, inhale, open your chest, drop your back, bend your back. Let me show you it in from the side. So inhale, drop your back, open your chest, bend your back slightly. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, look downwards. Inhale, look up, open your chest, bend your back. Exhale, round your back. One more time. Inhale, open up your chest, look upwards. Exhale, round your spine. Release this. On the inhale, lift your hands up, lengthen your spine. On the exhale, place your hands on the mat or in front of you and try to walk them a little bit further forward. And stay here is just the beginning, so don't push yourself too much. You're just warming up your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go a bit deeper and tuck your chin in. On the inhale, walk your hands back to the center. Exhale, release. On the inhale now, place your hands up and lengthen your spine again. On the exhale, twist yourself to the right side by placing your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you and looking over your right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale a little bit deeper to the right. Remember, your right hand is behind you and you're overlooking the right shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to your left. Twist to your left hand side. Feel it in your shoulders, in your lower back, especially if you push actively with straight left arm. All right, on the inhale again to the center, and this time now frame your right knee. Inhale, strengthen. Exhale by placing your hands on the floor and maybe your chin or your nose towards your knee. Inhale, walk your hands to center. Exhale, frame your left knee. Just a little stretch here and release. So get yourself in tabletop position. And the way to do it is by placing your hands right underneath your shoulders with one arm distance apart. It's also important that you keep your palms wide because this way you can keep the balance better and your knees shouldn't be too close to each other because you'll be wobbly. The wider they are, the easier it will be for you to perform these exercises. I also suggest that you place, if your knees are feeling weak today, like mine, you can place a mat underneath your knee to protect them better. Let's do the classical cat-cow, and just like what we've been doing in seated position, but now on the inhale, look up, bend your spine, open your chest. Exhale, round your spine, look at your belly, tuck your chin. On the inhale, look up, open your chest, start feeling sensations in your lower body. Exhale, cat by rounding your spine. 2 more rounds in your own rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale a bit deeper. On the exhale, round your spine and release. On the inhale, place your right hand above you. And on the exhale, place it in the space between your left arm and your leg. And twist yourself. Let me show you from this. So when you're in cat-cow, open your arm, right arm, and get it in the space between your arm and your leg. Place the palm facing up, and maybe your head would go down as well, facing left hand side. You can spend a couple of breaths here. Inhale, just feel the twist in your shoulders and maybe slightly in your lower back. Exhale. On the inhale, get back. Exhale, shake it off. On the inhale, let's take your left arm up and exhale, get it in front, in the distance underneath your right arm. And here you can place your head on the mat, just feel the stretch. Inhale, exhale. On the inhale, you can get back into the tabletop and shake it off from your shoulders. On the inhale, place your right hand in front of you and your left, and straighten your left leg. On the exhale, bring them up if that feels comfortable. If that feels uncomfortable, try putting your hands and your feet a bit wider apart. That will help you to keep the diagonal balance. Let's try it one more time. Right hand goes in front of you, left foot flexed. Exhale, you bring them up. On the inhale, bring them back to center. Exhale, the other side. Let's try it again on this side. So you bring your left arm in front of you and your right leg behind you, flexed and straight. On the inhale, exhale, you bring them up. Inhale to center. Exhale up, trying to make a straight line for now. If you want a bit more bend, then you bring your leg further up. You'll start feeling it in your lower back. Inhale, exhale, open them up. Inhale, exhale, lower your hand and head and feet. If that feels too much, you can keep your foot behind you, but at least keep the arm. This way it will still stretch your back, right? Inhale one more time. Exhale. Inhale, and then on the exhale. Now try to keep it for 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale a bit higher. Inhale, engage your glutes. Exhale, even higher. You can flex your foot and release. Well done. The same thing on the other side. Left hand goes out with your right foot. On the inhale, exhale, keep them up. Inhale and a bit higher leg. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Well done. It wasn't easy, I know. And what we want to do here now is the dynamic flow between getting to lower and then to child's pose. The way to do it is you bring your knees a bit wider, comfortably wide, and your hands a bit further towards the top of the mat, right? When we were in tabletop, it looked like that. Now your knees get a bit wider and your hand get a bit further at the top of the mat. On the inhale, stay straight. Exhale, lower yourself. Your legs are naturally gonna depart from each other. And make sure that your elbows are close to your body and you're sort of squeezing your shoulders. This way you will use more of your back muscles. On the inhale, push yourself to the center. Exhale, release into child's pose. So you're actively pushing yourself away with your hands so that your bum is on your on your heels, right? Child's pose, and try to press with your chest. For this exercise, since there's not that much pressure on the knees, I'm putting away the blanket. So again, the way to do it is you actively press with your hands sort of away, you see, as if I'm like trying to push myself away, but at the same time I'm pressing with the chest towards the mat and trying to reach with my chin if I can. On the inhale to center, exhale to lower. When you're going to lower, make sure that you're pressing, now starting to press with your waistline as well, with your back muscles in here, and they start getting engaged by you pushing towards the mat. Inhale to center, exhale into child's pose. 2 more rounds like that. Inhale, center. Exhale to lower with control. Press with your lower back to the mat and start feeling this waistline getting engaged. Last time, inhale, center. Exhale to child's pose, and really stay here for a couple of breaths. Your hands can be on fingertips. They can be all palms actively pressing away against the mat. They can also be here in prayer pose as long as you press with your chest to the mat. All right, so that was the last dynamic part. Let's get back to the center on the inhale, and then the exhale, release and sit into a staff pose. The staff pose is when your legs are straight or maybe a bit bent, totally fine, and your spine is long. So and your hands are sort of pushing away from the floor together with your legs. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, push with your thighs to the floor. Engaging your back muscles as well. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, push to the floor. It's rather gentle, but still it's good to feel it on the, let's do the forward fold. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, gentle forward fold. You can touch your toes here, maybe your shins, maybe your knees. You can bend them as well. The point here is not partially the hamstrings, but most importantly your back. So tuck your chin in and start feeling the stretch going all the way from your head towards the end of your spine till the tailbone. Inhale, exhale, going a bit deeper, and one last time. Inhale and exhale. Well done. On the inhale, walk your hands to the center. Exhale, release yourself into laying down pose. We're not doing Shavasana yet. There's just 2 more little things that we can do for our backs, and bring your knees to chest and just press them, and you can keep your upper body on the mat while doing this sort of circular motions with your knees, massaging your back really slowly using your breath. And anti-clockwise. Then bring your right knee to your chest and your left leg behind you, sort of on the mat straight, and keep on pressing it here. There's an option of opening up the hip, but it's really up to you. Because what we're going to do next is we will do the twist. So on the inhale, press it to your chest. On the exhale, turn your knee to the left side and your other parts of the body are looking towards your right. So it's a little gentle twist. One breath here, inhale. And exhale, release. On the inhale, bring your left knee to your chest. On the exhale, release them to the right side, and your arm and your head are looking to the left side. A little twist in here. Very gentle. One breath, inhale. And exhale. Well done. Release now. Let's get into Shavasana. Please don't skip it. It's just going to be 1 minute, but it's important that you really take in all of the exercise, reflect on how your body feels after this practice, and just really spend time connecting to your body, even if it's in pain. Just inhale, maybe use this ujjayi breath. Exhale through the nose, constricting mouth. Getting back into present moment, present sensations. And close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just reflect how it feels like for you now. Relax your body, relax your back, your legs, your arms, and your head. On the inhale, bring your hands up to your head, over your head, and just stretch on the exhale by sort of pulling yourself up and down. Yeah, just do this last stretches. On the inhale, turn to your right into fetus pose, and exhale, press yourself to your side to find yourself into Sukhasana. Keep your eyes closed if you wish, or soften your gaze and just notice breath in your body and how it feels after the practice. On the inhale, bring your hands over the head. On the exhale, release them in prayer. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope it helped. Please let me know. We did the same thing with my husband yesterday, and he said it really helped him to relieve his back